Hi, I'm Adam. I'm very passionate about social entrepreneurship. Quite often, I'll meet somebody new and they'll ask me, what does that mean? What is a social enterprise? Well, let me tell you. A social enterprise is the intersection of a business that is generating revenue through products or services and creating a social impact. Whether that's impact around homelessness, poverty, human trafficking, mental health, any wide variety of issues. It's the domain of both nonprofits and for-profits. For a nonprofit social enterprise, what you see is they have some business component that's generating revenue supporting their activities. They're not relying on grants for all of their activities, but they're earning some money to support themselves. For-profit social enterprise, what you see is that the impact that they're making is core to their business. Right? They're not just volunteering on the weekends or giving away 5% of their revenue to a cause. They're really invested and about solving that social issue. So, when I say solving a social issue, what does that look like? What does that mean? Well, there are many different ways that social enterprises can create impact. But the 6 kind of general ways that you see, the first is a donation model, right? Where you donate goods and then sell them to create an impact. That's like basically your Goodwill or Salvation Army model. You can have a hiring model, which is also very common, where you're giving employment to people that have barriers to entry. Quite often people who've been formerly incarcerated or who have some sort of addiction or other situation that prevents them from getting a normal job. Then you have a one-for-one model, right? That's where you buy one, you give one away. Sometimes referred to as the Tom Shoes model. When Tom Shoes at the beginning, if you bought a pair of shoes, they would give a pair of shoes away to somebody in need. They've since evolved. They no longer do that as their impact because they learned that wasn't useful. But they kind of popularized the method back in the day. The fourth is a fair wages model, which could be many different forms. Quite often you see it in the form of a co-op where people are just earning a livable wage. Or something like fair trade coffee where, farmers or people in third world countries are being paid fair wages and not being taken advantage of. The fifth model that you see often is companies solving environmental issues, right? Climate change is huge. And finally, there's an awareness and cause model, which is also very widespread, where companies like a coffee shop, for example, might be running its normal coffee shop, but then giving away half of its profits to a cause that it supports and using its business as a platform to raise awareness about the causes that it cares about. So that's just a high-level overview of what a social enterprise is and different ways that they can create a social impact. If you like this, please like the video and subscribe. Thanks.